They won the Shield last week. Now could St. Joseph get even more treasure by knocking off traditional Ventura County powerhouse St. Bonaventure? The Santa Maria Saints have marched into the 2016 season to a different beat. After years of futility, the Saints look to stay undefeated with a victory tonight over Cabrillo. And the Pacifica Tritons are on a quest for respect. They would certainly turn heads tonight with a victory over last year's CIF champs Camarillo. Friday, Football Focus is the choice of Hall of Famers like this former Kansas City Chiefs great lineman.
Hi, I'm Will Shields, and you're watching Friday Football Focus.
Now, from the bleachers to the end zones, gridirons up and down the coast. From the largest sports team on local television. Live, Friday Football Focus.
All right, welcome to Friday Football Focus. I'm Mike Glenn along with Senere De Los Santos. Highlights of 13 games tonight on the big show.
I'm excited. Well, St. Joseph, the Knights are bringing some top SoCal talent to Orca this year. Tonight, the St. Bonaventure Seraphs are in town, and Friday Football Focus senior reporter Dave Alley joins us live at the stadium with all the action. And Dave, I've been personally waiting for this game all season long. Did it bring the hype?
Well, hi, Senator, and hi to you, Mike, as well. Hey, you know, the last time St. Bonaventure played inside this stadium, 16 years ago, the year 2000. Yes, I was here. I was at that game. I certainly remember it because St. Bonnie running back, the star, one of the greatest stars of all time here in our area, Lorenzo Booker, was spinning and scoring touchdowns against St. Joseph that night. Well, flash forward 16 years to this night, and we had a very interesting matchup between two of the better teams in our area. No doubt St. Bonnie came in as the favorite, but St. Joseph had to feel pretty good that they could hang in there with the Seraphs. Teams meeting for the first time since 2001. Booker ran wild in that game, a 76-12 St. Bonnie win. This one a lot closer. First quarter, no score. Gutsy call by St. Joseph. 4th and 3 from their own 24. Dino Maldonado in the shotgun. Can't find anyone. Scrambles, reaches for the first down, but comes up short. Dustin Davis, though, thinks the Seraphs had 12 men on the field. Officials think otherwise. St. Bonnie ball, and they take immediate advantage. Ensuing drive, Chuck Wick, looking like Booker, spins and slips his way inside the 5-yard line. Then just moments later, it's Wick again, just pushing it across the goal line for the first score of the ball game. At the end of one, Seraphs led 7-0. Second quarter, Knights threatening in the red zone at the 12. Maldonado dumps it to Caleb Monette. He stumbles, stays on his feet, and takes it across for the score. Game all tied up 7-7. Now the game marked the much anticipated season debut of offensive line star Casey Roddick back after a knee injury. But Roddick and the rest of the O-line had trouble with the Knights defense in the first half. Noah Lossing recording back-to-back sacks on Mason Quant. Defensive battle for the first two quarters. 7-7 the score at the half. Opening possession though in the third quarter. Seraphs march right down the field. Wick then caps off the drive with his second touchdown of the game. 14-7 Seraphs, but the Knights respond right back. Garrett Hoffman on a handoff, burst of speed, pops for a big gain. That takes it into St. Bonnie territory. A few plays later, Maldonado inside the 10, pitch to Nate Guzman. He finds enough room. He's across the goal line. And again, the game all tied up, 14-14. But on the next drive, just 5 minutes later at the 1, Quant plunges it in for the go-ahead score, and it turned out to be the game-winning score as St. Bonaventure goes on to get the win. A hard-fought decision over St. Joseph, 24-14. Yeah, real good ball game here tonight. I think everyone inside the stadium had a good time. Now, with the win, St. Bonaventure improves to 2-1. They'll be back home next week. They've got La Quinta. By the way, I do want to mention that Senere has a great feature story on Casey Roddick coming up a little bit later on in the show. Good to see him back out on the field. With the loss, St. Joseph drops to 1-2. I tell you, they're the best 1-2 team here on the Central Coast, no doubt. They'll leave Orchid for the first time after spending the first 3 weeks here in Orchid, 2 at St. Joe, 1 at Righetti. They'll be down in Santa Barbara next Friday with Bishop Diego. Hey, that's going to wrap it up here from Orchid at St. Joseph High School. Reporting live here for Friday Football Focus, this is Dave Alley.
Hey, great job, Dave. Another big game for Dave Alley. Lived up to the hype, I believe. San Marcos High School is celebrating the 50th anniversary of a very special football group, the class of 1966. The school opened in the 1950s. It wasn't until the 1965 football season that they beat rival Santa Barbara for the first time. Those seniors graduated in 1966. Sadly, 2 members from that team died in Vietnam. And tonight, the 65 team gathered by the school's Vietnam Memorial before the game. Now, participating in the coin flip was the head coach of that 65 team, John Stoney. He's at the Santa Barbara Athletic Roundtable every week. He was a fabulous football and basketball referee as well. And next month, Stoney is going to be inducted into the CIF Southern Section Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Coach. Well, as for the game, it wasn't expected to be competitive, and it wasn't. Lompoc is ranked 3rd in the CIF Division IV pool this week. Opening kickoff, Dallas Canley. I thought he was going to bring this one all the way back to Texas. Big return. Nice. A late flag comes in, moved it back a little bit, but Lompoc in business. And you knew San Marcos would not be able to handle Toa Taua. Who does, though, right? The junior star. Look at him. Keep the play alive. Go downfield. Almost scores a touchdown. Wouldn't have mattered anyway because the flag came in. So they pushed him back. But here they come again. Now it's Toa Taua again. And look at this.
All the moves.
I know. Pretty nimble for a guy that size. 11 yards for the first down. Dallas Canley. Big hole, he moves the chains, first down. Now San Marcos holding the ground game on this play. Mason Zimmerman, number 88, with a nice tackle. But next play, it's Ruben Cortez. Cortez studying up, smashing his way into the end zone. 7-0 Lompoc. And the Braves bringing the defense as expected. Graydon Adams and 3 of his closest buddies. Gang tackle. That's San Marcos ball carrier. And back to Toa Taua. The easiest 60-yard touchdown run he'll ever have. Big hole. He's untouched. Yeah, this one was a blowout as we expected. Lompoc wins 46-0. The undefeated Braves are home to Santa Barbara Dons next week. San Marcos at a much-improved Wainimi squad next Friday. Cineray?
Well, Arroyo Grande erased a late double-digit deficit last week as they rallied to beat Garces Memorial at Bakersfield. Now, tonight, the Eagles hosting another team from Baco. That would be Independence High School, first quarter. The Eagles on 4th and 2, the fake punt and the snaps right to James Gilmet. Now, he picks up the 2 yards and a few more. Now later in the drive, again, Eagles going for it on 4th down. Sawyer May can't find anyone open, so he takes off on his own, picks up about 15 yards. So the Eagles now in business. Then it's May handing it off to Gilmet. He breaks free and is gone. 25 yards to the house. Eagles up early, 7-0. Now, late in the first quarter, Arroyo Grande, that is, on the move again. Sawyer May having the same problem. Can't find anyone open. Not a problem. He can run. Check it out. He does it again. Another long run. He'll get about 5 yards, or to the 5-yard line. Then he takes nearly everyone on defense with him
into
the end zone, right? Eagles now lead at 14-0 at that point. Independence would cut into the lead, down 14-7 in the second quarter, but Eagles would go on to win big in the end, 45-13. Arroyo Grande hosts Pioneer Valley next Friday night.
Well, if you're going to beat Dos Pueblos this year, be prepared to score plenty of points. The Chargers have a terrific hurry-up offensive attack led by senior quarterback Kellen Roberts, receivers Marcellus Gossett and Cyrus Wallace, and multi-purpose back Blake Irwin. Tonight, the Chargers looking to keep the Righetti Warriors out of the win column. DP, yeah, they're fired up in the good land. Already up 7-0. This is early second quarter. Roberts to Daniel Arzadi. He goes across the field, deep in Righetti territory, and Irvin Miguel caps off the drive with the 1-yard plunge. 14-0 Chargers. The defense, Josh Feldhaus coming in, the strip sack, Marcellus Gossett, scoop and score. 21-0 DP. So nice. We watch it twice from a different angle. As you see, Feldhaus coming in, and Gossett, well, he was all Channel League defensive end last year. I bet he's going to be that again. How about Roberts? Already a rushing touchdown. He leaps over a defender. You can't do that, though, in high school football. It's a personal foul. Nate Mendoza comes over and says, hey, it's still first down, right? It is. And speaking of airtime, Cyrus Wallace upstairs. What a grab. What a start to the varsity season for this junior. He leads the team in receptions. You can see why. Now, rare mistake by Roberts. He's picked off, thrown in traffic. Oh, your stock is rising, number 2. Derek Immel, he's a player for Righetti. Roberts and DP come right back on the attack. It's Arzadi taking it to the 1-yard line. The fumble, if that would have been in the end zone, it would have been a touchback. DP gets a break there. Blake Irwin, the touchdown for the Chargers. I thought the DP mobile was going to run out of gas.
I like that.
Yeah, because they scored so many touchdowns. DP wins. They're 3-0 as they shut out Righetti 42-0. So it's back-to-back shutouts for the Chargers. Hey, a big one next week in Galeta dos Pueblos hosting Camarillo. Righetti is home to Santa Maria. Center A.
Well, speaking of Santa Maria, the Saints have turned plenty of heads with their 2-0 start to the season. Tonight, Santa Maria trying to keep the wins coming as they travel to play Gabrielino of Lompoc. Now, we'll pick it up in the second quarter. Santa Maria's quarterback Blake Righetti jetting it over to Jonathan Ramos for 22 yards, and Righetti would hit Angel Esparza, who would take it down to the 1 after check out this leaping tackle. But after 3 failed attempts, the Saints would have to settle for a field goal kick, but didn't get it. Then, with less than 3 minutes before the half, Izzy Hernandez would hand it off to Cody Perry, and he is just pushing defenders out of the way for the first down. Now, 3 plays later, check this out. The hookup, Hernandez in the end zone to Ben Dixon, and that was with 2 defenders on him. Gabrielino would take a 7-0 lead. Now, less than a minute before the half, Righetti goes back to Esparza, who takes it down to the 14. Then a couple of plays later, it would be the toss to Ricky Mendoza, and he would go in for the score untouched. But wait, there's more. Check it out. The Saints would go for 2. You know what? They would get it thanks to Robert Ruiz. And in the end, Gabrielino would win this one over Santa Maria 22-15. As mentioned, Santa Maria is at Righetti next week, while Gabrielino travels to Templeton. Well, up next on Friday Football Focus, we got Kevin Roos.
The Rooster.
The Rooster is in town. Well, he's going to recap Carpinteria and Pomos matchup.
And later, Bishop Diego is all the way in Pasadena to battle LaSalle. You know we've got the highlights of this game between 2 undefeated schools. We'll see you after the break.